Hello guys, welcome to the C++ tutorial series. In this video, we will learn about the C++ standard library map container. My name is Kafui and welcome to my channel mortdotdev. Please subscribe and like to help the channel grow and turn on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I release a content on the channel. With that said, let's dive in. A map is an associative container that holds key value pairs. The keys are sorted and unique. To use a map, we need to include the map header file into our source code. So I'll just go ahead and include the map header file using the include directive, and then go ahead and define a map for you to see. So using the std namespace, I'll access the map container, then my character, and then my integer data type, the name of my map, and then I'll assign it using the list initialization, and in curly braces I'll just initialize my variables quickly or my elements quickly, and then I'll explain that to you shortly. So I'll just go ahead and do this quickly, comma, and then finally we have C and 3. So I've finished defining my map. So in order to define a map in C++, first you have to include the map header into your file. After that, in the standard or using the standard namespace, you access the map container, and in angle braces you have to put in the data type of the elements or the key value pairs that will be inside your map. So after doing that, in this example, the key value pairs will be of character data type and then integer data type, meaning the keys will be of the data type character data type, and then the values are integer data types. Then the name of my map, and then using the list initialization, I've initialized my map. So since maps are key value pairs, you have to put them in these curly braces. So from this example, A over here is the key, and then 1 is the value, B over here is the key, 2 is the value, and finally C over here is the key, and 3 is the value. And you can see that the keys are of the character data type, and then the integers are of what? Sorry, the values are of the integer data type. So this is just how we can define a map. Another way we can define a map in C++ is this. I'll just go ahead and comment this out and redefine this map for you. So using the standard namespace, I'll just access the character data type and then the integer and then the name of my map, and then I'll terminate this. So I have declared my map, and then I can go ahead using the name of my map, using the square brackets or square braces in C++ is referred to as the subscript operator. I can initialize or assign my values, my keys to my values. So I'll just go ahead and say A and assign it to 1, and then I'll just copy this quickly and then come down here and paste, come down and paste, and change this to B and assign it to 2, and then change this to C, assign it to 3. So upon doing this, I have defined my map in C++. Now we can access the first pair of a map, which is the key, through the first member variable, and the second pair, which is the value, through the second member variable. So what this means is that, let's say I want to, let me just comment this one out and then comment the first one in and then explain this to you. Let's say I want to access the A, and then the A, which is the key, and then the value 1, which is the value. I can use the first and then the second member variables, which are available to maps in C++. So I'll just go ahead and write a simple for range based loop, and then I know we have not talked about this, but I'll just use this. We'll talk about range based loop later in the course or in the series. But let me just write this quickly, and then I'll just std cout for you the element dot the first, and then write this quickly, the element dot the second. I'll explain this range based loop later in the series for you to see. So what I did is what, using the for range based loop, I will use it to what, loop through this map, and then using the first and second member variables, I can access what? The keys and then the values. So when I run my code, you see that individual keys and values are outputted. Let me format this properly so that they are outputted on separate lines. Let me just put a new line character there and run this again. Good. So we see we have A, which is the key, and then the value 1, and then we have B and then 2 as the value, and finally we have C and then 3 as the value outputted in the console. So this is how we can access the keys and then the values in a map using the first and second member variables. Now in order to insert, let me comment this out. In order to insert an element into the map, we use the insert member function. So I can come here and then access my map, and then using the dot notation, I can access the insert member function and then insert another key value pairs. I'll just say D and then assign it the value of what? 4, and go ahead and terminate this. So we can use the insert member function to add elements into our map. So that's all for this video about maps container in C++. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section for discussion. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.